Now, I know what some of you are thinking out there. That first movie doesn't look all that bad. It looks like a generic-ass romantic comedy. Well, on paper, it does look like that, but then you gotta dig deep. It's one of those movies you have to dig deep into to smell the grotesque amount of pretentious and emotionally manipulative bullshit they pull on you. Because keep in mind, who directed this movie? The same man that gave us 7 pounds. Welcome to Time About the Movies, everybody. No intro this week, obviously, because this weekend does not really deserve it. We've got 2 films on December 7, 2012. I have 3 up there. December 7, 2012, 2 films. And, at least the other one will be better. This one, not so much. Playing for Keeps. This is a movie that stars Gerard Butler as a professional footballer, a soccer player to us in the U.S., who moves to Virginia to win back his ex Stacy, played by Jessica Biel, and their son Lewis. There's also characters played by Catherine Zeta-Jones, Dennis Quaid, Judy Greer, Uma Thurman. A good cast involved in here in a movie that, again, does not sound like a movie that is wrong on paper, but just the tone and the way the film plays out. Oh my god, this movie is an atrocious, atrocious mess of a film. Let me give you an indication of how this movie is played out. So, Gerard Butler's character, he's trying to get this call with you. He's trying to get this job at ESPN as a sports broadcaster, and Jessica Biel, his ex-wife, is trying to call her up on the phone. He's calling him up on the phone and saying that, hey, the kids love you for what you did at the soccer. The parents love what you did for the kids at the thing, because he steps in for a coach that isn't doing his job correctly. So he goes in, shows them how it's done for a little bit, and she basically decides, hey, you should go ahead and be the new soccer coach. And he's trying to get his life back together. And he's telling her, look, I got this job I'm trying to get for ESPN. And ordinarily when a divorced couple has somebody who's trying to get a job and trying to get his life back on track, the other person would understand the situation. Not in this movie. No. The ex-wife is just like, we don't have to be such a fucking asshole about this. Like, she literally doesn't understand that he's trying to get this job. Like, I mean, he's there to try to win him back, but he also understands that he's trying to get this job at the same time. And she just wants the focus to be on, like, no, you need to get back with us. Just like, bitch, you're the one that divorced me. And it's just like, it makes no sense whatsoever. Like, the whole movie makes no sense whatsoever. You want to know what the real plot of this movie is? Pay no attention to the terrible marketing for this movie. No. The movie isn't about, this guy trying to get back together with his ex-wife and getting this soccer team back on track. It's an underdog sports comedy. No. You want to know what the plot of this movie is? Gerard Butler fucks a bunch of soccer moms. That's literally it, because there's no other real premise to this movie whatsoever. Like, Catherine Zeta-Jones wants him, Uma Thurman wants him, Judy Greer wants him. Hell, Dennis Quaid, I think, wants him too, even though he's not gay in this, but he's trying his best to fit in with the rest of the people in this movie. There is no plot in this movie whatsoever. No premise whatsoever in this film. Nothing about it makes any sense whatsoever. Like, there isn't even a message of what they're trying to accomplish here. It's just kind of like, why are we even here? What are we even doing here? The worst part about this movie is that they spent nearly $60 million on this. For what? Like, what exactly in this movie is worth $60 million? And the short answer is the cast, because heaven forbid we can't just do a movie without a good script. No. If we get all these big names in here, then clearly they'll make a movie for us. And no, that's not the case here whatsoever. This is a terrible, terrible film. And for Gerard Butler, I mean, this was pretty much the nail in the coffin for his career in general, because he picks one bad movie after another. 300 and How to Train Your Dragon were a few bright spots, but after that, like, man, his career just completely fell off a nose deep dive big time. Okay, maybe not. Okay, he did Olympus Has Fallen, which wasn't that bad overall. We'll get to that in about a couple months from now when we get to March of 2013. But other than that, though, there's nothing in this movie that's worth it at all. Everybody in this movie plays a generic character. The script is all over the place. There's no idea of what they're trying to accomplish here. And again, this is from the same director that gave us 7 pounds. At least 7 pounds had a purpose and was trying to do something, even though it didn't work as well as it should. But this is a mess of a film. This is a terrible, terrible movie. Easily one of the worst movies of the year. Avoid Playing for Keeps like the plague. It's a movie that doesn't look bad at first, but once you dig deep into this hellhole, yeah, you start to see that, yeah, this is a really, really bad film. Like, I love how the marketing title, the poster for tagline for this is, "This holiday season, what do you really want?" You know what I really want? A better movie with these actors than this pile of garbage. There you go. That's the way to end what's up here. So let's end the show with a much better film in general. Not a great film overall, but certainly kicks the crap out of playing for keeps. It's Hyde Park on Hudson.
Made ourselves a pile of money. Hyde Park on Hudson, based on a true story. Rated R.
The movie pretty much tells you the best thing about the film. That's Bill Murray as Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And yes, Bill Murray is absolutely amazing in this movie. He's the only reason you should check this film out. The rest of the film, not so much. The best similarities I can give to a film like this is Hitchcock. A great, strong leading performance. That film, of course, had Anthony Hopkins as Alfred Hitchcock. This one is Bill Murray, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The best things about those movies. This one also has a problem with the script in general. It's a movie about, based off the private journals and diaries of Margaret Suckley, played by Laura Linney, who frankly FDR called Daisy, discovered after her death and fictionally dramatizes her close relationship with Roosevelt and the 1939 visit of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth to Roosevelt's home. Of course, as I said, Bill Murray's playing Franklin Delano Roosevelt, King George is played by Samuel West, and Olivia Colman plays Queen Elizabeth. It was directed by Roger Mitchell. Roger Mitchell, of course, gave us Notting Hill. He also did Changing Lanes, and Morning Glory was the last thing he did. And like I said, it's not a bad movie, but it's the script overall that really kind of falls apart. There's nothing about it that really makes it stand up on its own merits. There's nothing about it that really makes it say it's an incredible film overall. The only thing that makes this movie elevated from where it is Bill Murray as Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And Bill Murray's a guy who's always gotten a bad rap as a dramatic actor. Not because he's bad or anything, it's just that nobody ever really wants him to play a dramatic role because nobody ever goes to see the films. That was like that back in the day with The Razor's Edge, and he was great in that movie. Rushmore was great, even though it's more of a comedy. It's much more of a dramatic performance than we used to see from Bill Murray. Lost in Translation, Broken Flowers. Whenever Bill Murray does the dramatics, he's usually very good at it. Case in point in this film. I just wish there was a better movie to work around him with. He's really great in this, and you can only wish that there was a great script here to make this really stand out as one of the big contenders of the Oscars that year. But sadly, it isn't there. And I do say sadly really seriously because Bill Murray deserves a lot better. He should have gotten an Oscar for Lost in Translation. That's a film that he should have more than deserved to win the award for. But, yeah, here's another solid performance from him. I would say only watch it specifically for his performance. I think that's the one reason I would say go back to this movie. But other than that, though, for a one-time watch, it's fine. But it's not one you're going to want to watch over and over again. But I will say you'll want to watch it. If there's any other reason you'll want to watch it again, is to see this great performance by Murray in general. Because he really is the best thing about this film, plain and simple. So, there you go. That's my thoughts on Hyde Park on Hudson. And thus, with all that said, we wrap up another episode of Time About the Movies. It's been a slow couple of weeks. And, next week we've only got one movie to look at that's notable. But it's at least a movie that everyone will be talking about that holiday season. And that is The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. Peter Jackson coming back to the Lord of the Rings franchise for the prequels that were originally supposed to be developed by Guillermo del Toro. We'll touch more on that when we get to tomorrow's episode, but we have the first of his return to the world of Middle-earth with The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. We'll talk about that one in depth tomorrow on the show, so stay tuned for that. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and do me the honors of hitting the like button, that subscribe button, and that notification button. Also, don't forget to check out the playlist, and don't forget to check out the previous episode we did. With all that said, whether it's in the past, the present, or the future, I will see you at the movies. Take care.